Hello, how may I help you? When this pandemic began, I remember a gentleman. He came to the front of the entrance of the building, and I remember that he sort of like anointed this place, and he prayed over the entrance of this door. And there I knew that this was something big coming. We knew COVID was around, but we didn't think it would hit as hard as it did.
Can you talk from your perspective, living in this area, the last 18 months, what happened? What you've seen during the pandemic in our neighborhood? What are the words that come to mind?
Fear, because I think they don't know what's going to happen. I mean, they want to be able to still continue to come over here and get the foods that you are providing for them. And I think sometimes people are afraid because they're not sure exactly how far they can go or, if they're going to catch the virus.
I stand here right before Harvest Table, reflecting on the last 20 months, but mostly thinking ahead to allowing our guests to come inside to have a meal in the warmth as we approach winter in our cafe. It also means that we can restart some of the many crucial services beside just feeding people in our food pantry and cafe. Things like showers and immigration services and job skills programs. So crucial to moving people on a path to getting ahead.
Hopefully at some point in the near future, we'll be able to get our shower program going again, where people who are homeless and don't have access to decent shower can come in, have a shower, clean towel, clean underwear and socks that they can put on.
This year we started the SWAP program, which is introducing healthier meal products. So we went inside the pantry area and we kind of color-coded all the shelving to what is good, what is best choice for you and your family versus what's not so good for you. So far we've been having very positive feedback from our clientele. It makes it easier for them to choose what's best for them and their families.
It's easy sometimes to forget if you're driving downtown that just a little bit up the road, there's a lot of people that really need this food. Health isn't necessarily always a personal thing. It's a community thing. It's a people thing in general. We don't want to leave anybody behind here. We all want to, be better and healthier together.
I think it's very important, as people are seeing tonight, we want our food pantry family shoppers to know what foods are nutritious, what aren't, what's good for you, what's high in sodium, what's high in fat. When you see a mom and a child, how does it strike you?
That's one of the situations that brought me to volunteer at the food pantry. When COVID first hit and we saw people waiting in line to get food here and programs were combined or shut down, it didn't seem enough just to send a check. It seemed like kept thinking I need to do something more as soon as I can. And so this summer, that's what brought me to the food pantry. And it's one of the 5 basic needs to have food. That's one of the 5 basic needs in life. And to see people who are struggling to either work or get their children to school or both, if they can't feed them, I can't even comprehend how that must feel to a mom or a dad.
Where I live is a person who got separated or divorced, and she got a couple kids. I think we have to help each other. So I come here, I pick up the food, I bring them bread, and I think it's the best I can do.
Pre-pandemic, we have what we call a meal a month club, where volunteers would normally come in and they would either cook meals or they would order it, come in, and they would serve it to our clients at the shelter. We quickly realized that to sustain our meal a month program was just not going to work. And that's where Covenant House came into play. Fortunately for us, you guys were able to sustain the operation, and we were able to continue offering it as we expanded, because normally you guys would have done it for maybe 45, 50 people. We were now talking of over 100, and for that we'll eternally be grateful.
We've had our pantry open on a limited basis, and You've come in, you've been an assistant shopper, as you've still come in to stock our shelves. It's really, really been helpful. We couldn't do this without your support.
Spend an hour in the food pantry and just see that you walk away knowing that we're all one community. I like to look at the children. I have grandchildren, and I just think they are going to be living in the same world that my grandchildren are going to be living in. They need to be well nourished, the children. They need to just know that when things aren't going so well financially for them, there are people that care and that will help them so they can become wonderful adults.
New Covenant's work in the best of times is critical, but of course what we've been through in this last year, where thousands of residents lost their jobs, fell into homelessness, fell into nutrition insecurity, what New Covenant has done has been nothing short of remarkable in just about all of those areas, but particularly in providing hot meals and food to people who might not otherwise have an opportunity to get a meal. So a big congratulations and a big thank you to the staff, the board, and all of the supporters of the New Covenant Center. Keep up the great work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for Community Center. Gracias a Community Center.
Thank you to everyone who continues to support New Covenant Center on our mission to help not only feed the hungry and the homeless, but to help the vulnerable and the disadvantaged in many other ways through our other human services programs. Thank you.